What's up, Heroclix fam? Today's video is about the Avengers 60th Anniversary Heroclix set that's pre-releasing right now. Maybe if you weren't sure about this set, maybe I could change your mind. We do have some really awesome stuff in here, especially some new stuff for the new formats that just got released, Pulp and Theme. And in this set, we are getting some really cool cheap Avengers, like 50-point Avengers and different commons and uncommons. Now, first off, we have this Black Panther. He's going to be your basic stealth, Blades, Claws, Fangs, Black Panther for 50 points, which is pretty decent for an Avengers team. We got Bowman. He's part of the Hydra team in this set. That is a reused sculpt from, I think they've reused that a couple times now. We got Monica Chang. That's pretty cool. You can maybe run her with Nick Fury. We got Hydra Agent. We've had a million Hydra. I feel like we've had a million Hydra agents recently. This one looks like it even might be a reuse as well. We have Winter Soldier. I think this one's actually pretty decent as far as some of these commons and uncommons go, especially as far as Winter Soldiers go. We got Captain America. I want to say this is the Play at Home kit one, but I could be wrong. LMD. That is definitely a reused bust. We have Black Widow. She looks pretty awesome. It's kind of hard to top the older Black Widow that gives all Avengers stealth, but this one does look pretty cool. Hopefully she's a good fighter or something. Then we have Ant-Man, which is kind of cool. He looks cool. We just got that Ant-Man movie recently. Hopefully he's pretty good as compared to some of the ones we had recently as well. And next here we got Stinger. If you don't know, that's Scott Lang's daughter. She's actually pretty cool. I have seen her card. She gives all tiny figures energy shield deflection. And I believe she's also a young Avenger, so that's pretty cool. I think there's a few young Avengers in this set, which actually recent sets has been a theme or keyword that has actually been receiving some new characters, which is pretty exciting. Then we got a Iron Man. He's your basic 50-point Iron Man. I think I have seen this card. He is actually better than some of the other Iron Mans that we've been receiving lately. They were kind of crummy as well. But this one's, I think, was pretty decent for 50 points. Captain Marvel, if I remember correctly, this is the one that switches between dials. She looks pretty cool. I think this one does have Power Cosmic, as well as some other nifty features about her. Spider-Man robot / time spinner, which I'm not too sure about the story about that guy. Ultron Jones for our rare Ultron. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to pick up some of those. We got Jessica Jones. I feel like I haven't seen her in a while in a Heroclix set. I believe her and Misty Knight actually have the ability to give people the detective keyword, which is Detective is getting some really awesome support in some of these sets as of late. And I'm pretty stoked to be using Marvel Knights. That's something that is getting a boost here as far as theme teams goes. With Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Misty Knight. Then on the last set, we had like Daredevil, Doctor Strange, and a couple other Marvel Knights as well. And then also in the next set, we're going to be getting a couple new ones like Iron Fist, which is a Marvel Knight, which I'm pretty excited about. Very excited about the next set as well. Keep moving on here. This Vision looks pretty cool. I don't think I've actually got to see his card yet. Then we have Bats. I'm pretty excited to have Bats. I haven't seen too many pet Avengers in Heroclix. I'm pretty excited to have him. If you don't know who Bats is, he's actually Doctor Strange's pet, which is pretty cool because we are getting Doctor Strange and his wife in this set. So if you want to make a cool theme team, you totally have it here. Then moving on here, we have the Hulk. This one's actually pretty decent from what I remember as far as uncommons and commons go. So it's cool to have him. It looks like a really great bust. He's huge. Scarlet Witch, another 50-point Avenger, I believe. She actually, I think, is pretty decent, but we have been getting a lot of Scarlet Witches lately, so she has some competition. And Hellcat, I was actually just reading a new comic that came out recently about her. It was actually really cool. I liked it. It's very bloody. And then next we have Luke Cage, which is pretty cool to see him. It's been a while since I've seen him in a set. I was hoping we would get him in War of the Realms because there's this awesome part of the comic book where he's trying to ride a Pegasus. He's like, how do you ride this damn thing? I thought that would have made a pretty cool HeroClix. Then we have Misty Knight. I believe she's another Marvel Knight and gives that detective keyword as well. Jocasta. I believe this is an uncommon Grandmaster, which is pretty interesting. Then next we have the uncommon Thanos. This is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen a Thanos that was anything under a super rare. So that's pretty exciting. You could probably make some awesome cosmic teams with him, as well as using him in those new formats should be pretty awesome. Next we have Leader. Not too familiar with that character. We have the Red She-Hulk. She looks fantastic here. Can't wait to see. I don't know too much about Red She-Hulk, but it does look cool. Can't wait to see her. Korvac, the Beyonder. Militant, another one of those cool Hydra characters we're getting from this set. Captain America. That bust actually looks pretty cool. Then we have Falcon. I believe we're getting into the rares here, if I'm not mistaken. This Falcon actually is pretty cool. I have seen his card as far as like a 50 points Avenger, like I was saying, goes. Pretty good. Then we have Tactical Force. Another Hydra agent guy. Then this cool Iron Man. Hopefully he's a cheap character that you can use on some awesome Avengers teams. I think they did reuse this bust about 3 times here. And then we have, I believe this is a 50-point Doctor Strange. Very cool. And again, he is a 50-point rare Doctor Strange. And then we have Quasar. That's really cool to see him. This figure actually looks really cool. Recently, I'd just been reading a comic book with him in it called Realm of Kings, which was super dark. Definitely going to give him a try as soon as I can. Screaming Mimi, character I don't know anything really about. Somebody had to actually tell me kind of who she is. War Machine. Oh, we still are in the rares here. A rare War Machine. I don't know that I've seen that either. Or an Ultron for that matter. Super excited to have this War Machine. That looks really cool. Can't wait to give him some play. And then we have a rare Ultron. Again, I don't know that I've seen a rare Ultron or anything below a super rare for him. He's going to be busting out those drones. And then we have the Prime Hulk, I believe, which is really good. I think both of these Hulks are actually really good, the regular and the Prime. Then next we got Abomination. That's actually a character that we will be seeing in the Thunderbolts movie when that comes out. So that's kind of cool to be seeing him here. Thunderbolts is another team that's been receiving a lot of support lately, and he's one of those pieces, as well as a few others in this set. So that'd be cool to run a Thunderbolts team with him. Then we have Monica Rambeau. This figure looks actually, I love the sculpt on this. This is a classic costume, I believe, an old school one for her. And I'm not sure if she's a super rare or a rare. But yeah, I can't wait to give her a try out here. She has received some pretty good figures in the past, so can't wait to see what she does. And this one is actually one I'm pretty excited about. This Spider-Man is a Marvel Knights Spider-Man. So he kind of goes with Luke Cage and Daredevil and in the Marvel Knights team and Doctor Strange. You could run them all on a team together, which I think is pretty cool. I don't think we've gotten a Marvel Knights Spider-Man in recent sets. And we have Hammer, another Hydra agent kind of guy. Then Thor. I'm actually interested to see Thor because Asgard's still a really good keyword. It'll be interesting to see if he's, better or worse than some of the previous Thors we've had. I'm definitely interested in him. Miss Marvel. Some people have been giving this figure some spiff. I don't really understand why. She's actually pretty decent as far as her card and everything goes. She's another young Avenger, so that's pretty cool. And then we got Absorbing Man and the Prime Absorbing Man. Those guys are pretty crazy. If you've seen their dials, they're got some weird abilities and different things going on with them. Then we have Starbrand. Actually looks pretty cool. I'm not too familiar with the Starbrand, but I kind of know what it is. It'll be interesting to see that figure. I believe she is a super rare still here. And Moonstone, another figure I'm not too familiar with, but she does look pretty awesome. Morgan Le Fay. Actually kind of interested in seeing her, seeing as she creates zombie tokens, this figure. And we do have the Wheels of Vengeance set coming around the corner, which is all based on zombies, vampires, and all kinds of Halloween stuff, and it's dropping around Halloween. So I'm very excited for that set. Then we have the Super Adaptoids here. They looked really good, actually. I think they were a little bit expensive, but for what they do and their abilities, very good. It could actually be a really good option for like robot teams and such. And then next we have Clay Sorcerer Supreme, which if you don't know who that is, it's actually Doctor Strange's wife. And spoiler alert, she ends up eventually taking over for Doctor Strange after he dies. And that's why she is the Sorcerer Supreme in this figure. So, looks really awesome. I don't know that I've seen her in previous sets. At least just a regular version of her. We did just get the Carnageized version of her. But it will be cool to run a team with like her, Doctor Strange, and Bats. Just for goofiness. And then we have next a character that I've been asking for since I started reading the Avengers Forever comics. We're getting here into the Masters of Evil, the villains from the Avengers Forever comic books, the newer ones. Starting with Black Skull here. This is actually the Red Skull with a symbiote on him. Very interesting. And in some of the comic books, he actually has like kind of a Council of Kings thing going on, where all these different Black Skulls are meeting each other through the universe. And my favorite part's when he actually turns into this really cool Cthulhu-looking character. And it would be really cool to get a Heroclix of that. That's something I definitely want. Then we have Dark Phoenix, you know, a figure that people are listing for thousands of dollars. Looks really great. I don't think she has any like ties or affiliation with X-Men or anything, which kind of sucks, but she's still pretty awesome. I'm sure, you know, people are going to get use out of her. And moving on, we're near the end here. Killmonger, if you haven't seen this guy, looks pretty dang awesome. I believe he's like kind of like the Destroyer and Killmonger put together. He is Asgardian, and I believe as well as Wakanda. This figure does have some built-in equipment hate, which makes him actually pretty good for that as well as far as that goes. Definitely, that might be a figure I'm interested in this set. Because I do have a lot of Asgard. Then one I'm assuming that everybody's going to want is this Doom Supreme. He's very awesome. In these comic books, he is pretty lit. I'm not going to lie. He does have kind of another Council of Doom things going on as well. He's traveling through the multiverse, killing these other Dooms, and either killing them or having him join him. So they got this big army of Dooms going on. Very cool, beautiful figure here. Then we have Kid Thanos, which I'm actually told is a very dangerous character. Another spoiler alert. In recent comics, Kid Thanos actually had the Black Skull's symbiote jump on him. And I think this is actually the first time that Thanos has become venomized, because the Venom Thanos we got in the last set, it turns out that didn't actually happen, and that was just from what I understand, is just an alternate art cover of a comic book. So Kid Thanos does become technically the first Venomized Thanos, as far as I know. Then we have the Hound, this kind of like Wolverine-looking character, but he doesn't have any of those kind of ties. And one I'm super excited about is actually this Ghost Goblin. For one thing that he's going to be useful for is Sinister Syndicate. He does have that keyword, whereas a lot of these other characters don't have those kind of keywords of the things that they're normally affiliated with. But running this Ghost Goblin, the Venom from War of the Realms, because he's Sinister Syndicate, as well as the Iron Spider from the last set, sounds like an awesome team. I can't wait to run that. And just a beautiful sculpt and everything here. Wow. And Iron Inquisitor, I'm not too familiar with that character. Then we have Thor. I've been hearing a lot of interesting things about this Thor from, I believe he's from, Avengers Forever as well. And then we have the Ultra Chase Mephisto, which he's going to be really like, if you're running a Masters of Evil team with these chases, you're going to want him. He's a really great sideline piece with lots of abilities. I know he does look a little lackluster here, but looks like a homeless man. I think that about wraps it up. Thank y'all for checking out the video. We're having pre-releases and games all around town. We have Artemis Games and More, Old Town Hobbies and Games, Twin Suns Comics, and our new venue where gamers gather. Don't forget to check it out and support your local stores. Until next time, let the good games roll.